Believe it or not, this is an Army fish story. These freshly caught haddock have had it. In Gloucester, Massachusetts, the haddock begin the careful selective processing which eventually land them on a soldier's dinner plate. At a local commercial fish company, specialists of the United States Army Veterinary Food Service Office, located in Boston, begin their checking and supervision of every step of the way, from catch to fillet to packaged final product. First, moving along a conveyor belt, the fish are systematically processed and filleted. An expert in his field screens the fresh fish for evidence of unacceptable condition. The Army rejects any substandard foods. Accepted fillets are placed in trays and are quick frozen into blocks in order to maintain their freshness, taste, and nutritional value. The frozen fillet blocks are then sliced into strips under the watchful eyes of a food specialist. These strips are placed in a machine which cuts them into individual portions and are once again inspected for standardized requirements. Unique mechanization methods speed the fillet into the batter and breading machine. Regulation of the required exact weight and texture is determined at the next step of the process, and later the fillets will be pre-cooked slightly. The properly prepared and accepted portions are then boxed under rigid sanitary conditions. A final weigh-in and the boxes will soon be on their way to Army Mess Hall. The proof of the pudding is in the eating. And what do you think the food specialist has for lunch? You guessed it. Another operation of the Army Veterinary Food Services is responsible for the meat and potatoes of a soldier's menu. At a government-contracted food packing company, C-ration items of meat and potatoes are processed from raw stage through packaging for the U.S. fighting man. Continual supervision of the food handling is evident during the deboning process of the carcasses. Army specialists check for quality at various stages, from carcass to steak fillet. Systematically, equal portions of exactly 3 pieces of choice beef are placed into every C-ration can. Gravy and peeled and cleaned potatoes are added. The contents are then cooked. Before a shipment is prepared, boxes are marked which will be opened and the cans inside inspected. Dented cans and cans with leaking seams are rejected. Pressurization is also checked. A final Army quality control ensures exact consistency of mixture and the seasoning of the gravy, meat, and potato combination. The contents of a can is poured into a strainer. Then the meat is taken out and weighed and inspected for impurities. As are the potatoes. Tasty and balanced meals for the diet of the American soldier, courtesy of the U.S. Army Veterinary Food Service.